But all of migration disorder is reversible, my dear ones. It only requires concerted efforts to reverse this process. Any hospitality is welcome as long as the guest conducts themselves honorably in the host's home. However, it ceases when the guest starts evicting the owner from their own home to establish order in the home. Greetings, my dear beloved children. To conclude our discussion on the globalists' migration policy, I want to focus on one more of its peculiarities. Why does the seemingly noble goal of relocating unfortunate and poverty-stricken people to prosperous countries result in disaster and suffering for the inhabitants of these countries? It's all for the same reason. The goal of the deep state is not to unite people, but to divide them based on national, religious, and social lines. Divide and conquer. This favored tactic of the globalists is consistently employed worldwide. Everything that unfolds naturally tends to be beneficial, but anything artificially imposed often leads to tragedies and destruction. For example, not long ago, the movement of people of different nationalities around the world occurred painlessly because the initiative came from the people themselves, who wanted to broaden their horizons in areas of interest to them. The outcome was a reciprocal enrichment among individuals from diverse cultures and traditions, fostering an exchange of experiences and knowledge. A person could readily opt to reside in another country if they felt a spiritual affinity and were adept at seamlessly integrating into its cultural and social fabric. But what is happening now has nothing to do with this picture. The migration policy imposed by the globalists creates insurmountable contradictions and inevitable divisions among people. Because the religion, culture, and traditions of migrants entering developed countries are vastly different from those of the host countries, making them practically incompatible and unable to adapt between host and migrants. Enclaves of foreigners are created everywhere as a result. These enclaves rapidly expand, sometimes taking over entire neighborhoods and cities, displacing residents from their established homes. But all of this is reversible, my dear ones. It only requires efforts to reverse this process. And for this, it is necessary to urgently require the leaders of your countries to enact laws that do not allow people who do not wish to adapt to the realities of the countries that have sheltered them to remain there and to send them back to where they will live by their traditions, culture, and religion. When the guest respects the host's property, hospitality is appreciated, but it ends when the guest starts displacing the host from their rightful space. And this is what is happening everywhere now. And here, the forces of light cannot do your work for you anymore. For this, not only your firm intention to restore justice and purity in your is necessary, but also your hands capable of implementing this intention. And I bless you for this. Loving you immeasurably, Father Absolute spoke with you. Received by Marta on December 20th, 2023.